starting a Bible talk. Thanks for coming. It really means a lot. And so I wanted to start off by asking you guys a real question, quick question. Have you guys ever lost something and then try to seek it with like so much, just so much desire that you start like, I don't know, destroying maybe things or throwing them? Have you guys lost a phone or anything? I want to hear like a story. You guys have any stories or anything? Not? I remember one time I lost my headphones, and that was when I used to have an iPod, and I was about to go to school, and I literally took out every drawer, moved every clothes. My room ended up being a mess. My what's it called? My TV was like almost upside down for some reason, and it ended up being in my backpack. That's how much I wanted my headphones. I like just undid my bed and everything, and it was just a disaster. So guys, I want to talk to you guys about seeking God, seeking who He is, and just if you guys were wondering who He is, I'm gonna talk about that. If you guys want a relationship with Him, I know He wants one, and I'm about to read some scriptures, and I'm about to talk about them, and just if you guys have any questions, you guys can raise your hand if you want to, but I'll be asking you guys questions as well, just a heads up. So the first scripture we're going to read is Mark. It's a story. So I know not all of you have Bibles, so I'll just read it real quick. So this story is in Mark 2, verses 1 through 4. So it says, a few days later, when Jesus again entered Capernaum, the people heard that he had come home. They gathered in such large numbers that there was no room left, not even outside the door, and he preached the word to them. Some men came, bringing him a paralyzed man, carried by four of them. Since they could not get him to Jesus because of the crowd, they made an opening in the roof above Jesus by digging through and then lowered the mat that the man was lying on. So right now, God is in a room, a huge room, and people are gathered around him, and they're so crowded that there's people outside the door just trying to listen to him preach, and I just wanted to ask you guys, what caught your attention, or just what did you guys?
I get what you're saying. Like, yeah. Because like you make an analogy. You're making an analogy basically of people, seeking for God so desperately that they don't matter. Like they don't care where they at. They're gonna look for God. Like even though there's a lot of people in there, they're gonna try to fit in that church or gather in that place so that they could listen to God. And that's the same thing. That's like an analogy to your story when you lost your headphones. You were so desperate to look for them that you look everywhere, and then you did a mess and trying to look for them, and because that was important for you.
Yeah, definitely. And just what I read, this guy who was paralyzed, four of his buddies, they try to do anything to get him to God, so God can heal him. And what they did is they pretty much destroyed the roof of the room because it was made out of straw, and they just like try to get to God any way they could, and they didn't care what the needs were of how they were gonna get them to God, but it just showed